In the industrial heartlands of Asia, a new day begins at one of the world's most advanced instant noodle factories. Here, there are thousands of tons of millions of packets of ramen noodles with seasoning sachets every single day.
Let me help you tuck that. Thanks, almost ready.
Before entering the production floor, every worker follows strict hygiene protocols. This is the heart of the factory, a highly automated production floor where raw ingredients will become finished ramen noodles with their signature seasoning sachets. Every morning, high-quality wheat flour, palm oil, and precisely formulated spices arrive fresh to begin the ramen production process. All ingredients are scanned, verified, and staged in precise quantities to maintain consistent taste and quality in every packet of noodles. The journey continues with thorough cleaning. Every batch of wheat flour is carefully sifted and purified to remove any foreign particles before it becomes ramen noodles. Advanced rotary sifters further refine the flour, ensuring only the finest particles proceed. This guarantees the smooth, springy texture that ramen noodles are famous for. In these giant industrial mixers, wheat flour, water, and palm oil are kneaded together to create the perfect base dough for our ramen noodles. The dough is mixed to exact specifications. Temperature, moisture, and consistency are strictly controlled for perfect noodle texture. The dough is now compressed and flattened into wide, even sheets, the foundation for cutting perfect ramen noodles. Every machine is carefully warmed up and calibrated to ensure consistent thickness and cutting precision throughout the day.
The entire production line is now fully operational. The remarkable journey from simple wheat flour to finished ramen noodles with seasoning sachets has officially begun.
Palm oil, essential for frying the noodles, is thoroughly filtered and purified to maintain the highest quality and safety standards. Precise weighing ensures every packet of ramen noodles delivers the exact same taste and quality that consumers expect. Even the water is treated with reverse osmosis and UV sterilization to ensure it meets strict food safety standards. These minor but important ingredients help give instant ramen noodles their characteristic springy texture and longer shelf life.
Rigorous quality checks are performed on every cleaned and sorted ingredient before they enter the main production line.
With all raw materials thoroughly cleaned, sorted, and verified, the factory is now prepared for the core processing stage, where flour truly begins its transformation into ramen noodles. The cleaned ingredients now enter the core processing stage. Here, the dough is transformed into the familiar shape of ramen noodles. The dough is sheeted multiple times through precision rollers until it reaches the ideal thinness required for quality instant noodles. Special waving technology gives the noodles their characteristic curly shape, which helps them cook evenly and hold sauce better. The strands are carefully aligned to ensure even cooking and consistent portioning in the next stages. After steaming, the noodles are gently cooled to the right temperature before the important frying stage. The noodles now enter the steaming tunnel where hot steam partially cooks them and sets their wavy structure. In this high-temperature frying stage, the noodles are cooked completely and dehydrated, giving them their long shelf life and signature crispy texture. Core processing is now complete. We have successfully turned simple wheat flour into golden, wavy, fried instant ramen noodle blocks, ready for precision finishing and packaging. Having completed core processing, the golden fried noodle blocks now enter the transformation and shaping stage, where they are precisely portioned and formed into the familiar ramen blocks we all recognize. Precision cutting machines slice the fried noodles into exact individual portions. Every block must weigh the same for consistent quality. Each block is carefully shaped and lightly compressed to maintain its wavy texture while becoming compact enough for efficient packaging. The blocks are thoroughly cooled and set so they become fully crisp and ready for the next critical step, quality inspection and seasoning.
Trained workers and vision systems carefully inspect every single noodle block, removing any that do not meet the strict quality standards.
Final verification ensures every noodle block has the perfect shape, weight, and crisp texture before it meets its seasoning sachet. Simultaneously, the signature seasoning sachets that give ramen its famous taste are being prepared with exact spice blends. Transformation and shaping is now complete. What began as simple wheat flour has now become perfectly formed, crispy, golden ramen noodle blocks, each paired with its own flavorful seasoning sachet, ready for the final precision finishing stage. We now enter the precision finishing stage. Every noodle block and seasoning sachet receives final refinement to ensure perfect quality before packaging. Here, the moisture level is precisely reduced and temperature is stabilized. This ensures the noodles stay crispy for months on supermarket shelves. Precision air polishing and intense lighting allow workers to catch even the smallest imperfections on each noodle block.
Align the spicy red sachets with the noodle blocks on the left lane.
The noodle blocks and their matching seasoning sachets are now perfectly synchronized for final packaging. Final refining gives each block its signature crisp bite and removes any last traces of dust or residue. Block and sachet are now aligned with millimeter precision, ready to become one complete ramen package. In this final polish stage, every component receives its last refinement before entering the high-speed packaging machines. Trained inspectors first check the visual appearance, color, crispness, and overall look of both the ramen noodles and their seasoning sachets. We now enter the critical quality control and testing phase. Every ramen noodle block and seasoning sachet undergoes multiple rigorous checks to guarantee safety, taste, and consistency. Texture testing is vital. The noodles must have the signature crisp snap and maintain their wavy shape even after frying.
Perfect fracture. The wavy structure is maintained.
Sampling continues while the main line flows. The seasoning blend is tested for taste, aroma, and how well it dissolves. This is what gives our ramen noodles their delicious and consistent flavor.
Color and dissolution are perfect.
Salt and spice are balanced. Advanced metal detectors and X-ray systems ensure no foreign contaminants are present in any ramen noodle packet. Every packet receives batch coding so it can be traced back to exact production time and ingredients. Full traceability for food safety. Random samples undergo accelerated shelf life testing to guarantee the ramen noodles remain fresh and tasty for many months. Quality control and testing is now complete. Every packet of our ramen noodles with seasoning sachet has passed multiple strict checks for safety, quality, taste, and consistency. They are now ready for final packaging and dispatch to consumers worldwide. The noodle block and seasoning sachet are automatically combined inside the primary packaging film with perfect timing and alignment. High-speed heat sealing creates airtight packets, followed by precise cutting. Each packet now contains one complete serving of ramen noodles with sachet. The outer wrapper with branding and instructions is applied, turning the packets into the final product consumers will see on supermarket shelves. Packets are now packed into cartons. Each carton contains multiple servings ready for retail distribution. Cartons are automatically stacked onto wooden pallets. Each pallet holds hundreds of packets of ramen noodles. Finished pallets are moved into the climate-controlled warehouse where they await dispatch. The finished ramen noodles are loaded into trucks for distribution to supermarkets, stores, and countries around the world. From raw wheat flour to finished packets, every step was carefully controlled to bring quality instant ramen noodles with seasoning sachets to consumers. And this is how modern factories produce instant ramen noodles with seasoning sachets from start to finish.